Father's
Mother's.
or mother.
Then,
Yeah, what's the difference between you and Shirley? What was the difference?
Shirley,
2 years?
Shirley was, actually, I don't really remember the difference.
A couple of years, 2 years.
Yeah, I think we were all kind of, that's the way mom gave birth to their family. We were all, it was like a 2 years
Close.
span, yeah,
Yeah.
between each one. But I remember the nights my father used to come home from work and be sitting at the table, and my mother would be serving his dinner when everybody had already finished dinner, you know. So I knew it was always a late hour when he came home.
Mm.
7 children to take care of.
7 children, but
And a depression.
that's, I guess that's from where she came from. That was the expected thing,
Yeah.
you know. 'Cause
Yeah.
but that's why I was so interested in the picture, Fiddler on the Roof. I love the
Yeah.
picture because I could visualize my parents living in a community like that. You know, I could
Yeah.
easily see that. They came over with nothing and they had nothing for years. And things developed from there.
Can you tell us what's your very first memory, your oldest memory?
Is it, now you
What's-
just have, I'm sorry to say, can you?
What would be like your first memory? Your
Oh, the very
your
first
oldest thing you remember
it's
as
the
a kid?
funniest thing when you say, I don't remember so much about what happened, you know, about my coming over or being aware of where, I was aware of my, a certain time in my childhood when I remember clearly playing in the gutter, splashing my feet
Oh,
in the
with the
water. Now,
water.
how old I was exactly, I don't remember, but I remember paddling, swishing my feet through the water in the gutter. But then I remember worrying about where my brother Lou was. If you think I'm a worrier today, Evelyn, I mean,
Jane.
you don't know. But I'd say, well, wait a minute, where's Lou? He's not home yet. You know, I start at an early age.
Wanted
I
your
worried
family all
everything
around.
about everybody, and I still do it to Jane.
So you were the
If
worrier.
if I call her and she's not home, and I know that she had just been in the office with a patient, and I say she's coming home from that office, it's nighttime, and
Wow.
she's not a baby anymore, and I'm worried about it.
Oh, you know, that's how I
I mean,
am.
that's-
I'm just like that.
Well, then you're part
No,
of the
not-
Just
not-
like that. If I
Every
know
time they
that
go out to
Jordan-
dinner or
Yeah,
anything?
whenever Jordan, you know, we leave him at a play and I know he has to walk across the park to get in his car, sometimes I will make up an excuse to call
Well,
him.
there you
Just to
are.
make
That's-
sure
Thank you, darling, for
that you
mentioning
got
that,
home.
because
That was not helpful.
Eva,
Sorry.
I never thought of Eva as being that way. I
And
thought
Jordan-
you were the
Jordan does
world.
not like
I
it.
thought
Are
you
you
were
kidding me?
very self-assured, and you knew what you were doing, and knew how you were doing it. I mean, that was my impression of you, Eva. I'm not saying that's the way your mother thought you were, or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's how, you know, so how we have
Yeah,
impressions of
but
somebody.
we worry, you know, when Ralph went into the water in his underwear today,
You worry that some fish would never wear
We
nothing.
watched-
I'm never gonna live that one down.
we watched him swim out to sea. He's swimming, he's getting further and
Well,
further
listen,
away.
that would worry
And I
anybody.
started to panic. I'm telling you this
Yeah.
now, but I didn't say anything,
Yeah,
and I didn't tell him to come back.
the trouble is,
But I was so happy when he turned around
You
and
see that,
started
Ralph?
swimming
you
toward
shouldn't
us.
do things like you were a bad boy. But you know, Eva, it's in the,
Yeah,
in the.
it's okay
in
to
the-
worry.
In the blood,
You
or
just
in
have
the
to-
bones or something, because.
Yeah, but you just
but
can't
I
say anything.
never thought she was that
Oh,
way.
no, you know, it's
Yeah,
okay.
you can
to-
worry, but you can't say anything.
Yeah, you can worry, but you have to keep it to yourself.
Well, the trouble is, I can't keep it to myself.
Oh, so that's your
I-
practice. That's what you have to practice.
On my next birthday, I'll tell you.
I'd say at her age, she doesn't have to practice
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, this one she's got to
It's a nice
practice.
thing about getting old,
Because it's not good
Ralph.
for,
It's a nice thing about getting old.
What's that?
You can take
Well, they
advantage
have
of
to
the
work
fact
with 8 or
that
9.
you're old.
You're old, you can just
Yeah.
put it right to
Yeah.
them,
You made it or something like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
But that is probably
Yeah.
as well.
The bad thing about getting old is what
Not respond.
infirmities one does. And I won't say infirmities, I mean, but, and I think you have the capacity to enjoy it as much as when you're younger, but you approach it differently. You think, you just sort of roll with the punches, more or less,
Yeah.
when you get older.
I have to say though,
Instead of agonizing yourself, well, I'm old, and you know, I still like pretty things, I like to go places. I don't like to pick myself up and make arrangements to go.
yeah,
That I don't like. But that's not because I'm old, because I was that way when I was younger. I used to go on trips with
Yeah, I remember.
Bernie.
And you used to
I
complain.
never went to trips with your father because we didn't do that much traveling together. But with Bernie, he was ready to go. And he'd say, well, let's do this. I said, sure, you take care of it. You know, I don't want to take charge. And if I had somebody that could pack for me, that would be even better. So
Yeah,
when
me too, Mother. I need one of those too.
Jane is very much in that if she's on time, but Jane can't be on time. That's not.
We all
I
have
made-
to be
I-
known
that's
for
not her
something.
gene.
I made that 6 a.m. pickup this morning, on time.
You did real good today, honey.
Thank you, Mother.
Yeah, real good.
Day by day, we'll take it day by day.